Hi everyone, welcome to the Charismatic YouTube channel. Just doing a little preview of West Coast versus Collingwood. Now, I've been watching two good games over the last couple of days. Gold Coast versus Western Bulldogs and GWS versus Richmond. And I've recreated those two games in particular on AFI Evolution 2, it's been uploaded. So I'm going to be doing the West Coast versus Collingwood one. So that will be done possibly on the Sunday or maybe Monday. Now, because we have bits of the because we're in a situation where 20 days worth of footy over 4 or 5 rounds, then it's going to be interesting indeed. So how teams are going to cope, which again is the downfall of that. So I think a team might win. They might rest some players because of it, and because you are playing for that long, I think you do need your whole squad, so that way you can give them a bit of a break as well. So that bit of a week off is actually refreshed enough. So the 5 things, after looking at Collingwood's team, Atu's been dropped. Darcy Cameron does come in as well. It's that 2 option when DeGoey's out, and Travis Barker's hurt his ribs as well. So we do have the 3 ins, which in a way I think it's good. The ins are pretty good. At one point they did have Ben Reid, but they probably thought Darcy Cameron might do the job on trying to keep McGovern or Barras out of that intercept marking. So the 5 things I will say is, can we stop West Coast from taking intercept marks? Now, because they play the way that they do, McGovern will sit back and not be on his opponent. And he does show a lot of probably weaknesses in his game. He doesn't show respect to the opposition's forwards that he's playing on. So if you can do a good job, whether if it's using the ball inside 50, just taking him out, just backing a 1-on-1. So we have to tag McGovern and Barras and stop him from getting intercept marks. That's going to be the key for us to win. Now, whether it's Main or Mindcheck might play that role, or maybe it might be Darcy Cameron. So if you do not mark it, we've got to bring the ball to the ground and give our crummers a chance. Elliott, Stevenson, Josh Thomas is another crummer. I'm not too sure if he's playing or not. I'll have to have a look. I don't have it in front of me at the moment. But I just think at the moment, with the smalls out against the West Coast Eagles defenders, that is going to be a challenge. Now we have to stop the West Coast Eagles forward line as number 2. Now, this is interesting. The last time we played against West Coast, we won by a point. That was last year in Perth, when I went to the VFL game at Victoria Park the next day. That was a Friday night game when we were struggling a little bit. So this is a big opportunity for us to stop Kennedy and Darling. Now, the big tours of West Coast have struggled this year, and I'm hoping that they don't get any form against us, or in particular against Collingwood, because I see West Coast, if we can't stop their forward line, they're going to take a lot of marks and they're going to kick a lot of goals. So that's one way that we need to start playing as a team and try and stop them. Third one, can we play 4 quarters against West Coast? Now, I put the heat on our defenders, our midfielders and our forwards. I might be playing it down, but the one concern I would have, can we play 4 quarters against West Coast Eagles? Now, the win, well, they've beaten Fremantle, which they've won 2 in a row. But West Coast play against the 2 weak teams in the competition. So to me, they haven't really shown that much as well. So if we can play 4 quarters of our good footy and beat a top 8 side from last year, it will go a long way. Now, Liam Ryan might be out, so if he doesn't play, it gives us an advantage. If he does play, then we have to stop him. I think Braden Maynard will go to him, but that's all it depends. That is the number one key, that we need to play 4 quarters. 4, can our forward line kick goals as well? Jaden Stevenson loves kicking the first goal in the first quarter, but has been going out of the game. So he's been playing different roles, Jaden Stevenson. Man, such a lovely bloke. He's had a long layoff as well, so that doesn't really help the situation, but it will show on what we need to do with our forward line. Number 5, can our midfield and our ruckman, when I'm putting these 2 together, can our midfield and our ruckman take advantage of our ruck work against Nick Naitanui? Now, he doesn't play a lot of minutes, so I hope that we can do it. Yeah, it's what we got to do. So the question marks is, can we play against West Coast? Now, this might be an exciting game. This might be a good game. Now, for me, I don't care how Collingwood plays as long that we win. I don't care how we play as long that we win. Personal experience playing high scoring games, if it's a couple goals in it, you think, oh yeah, that was a really good game. But when you have, like it was in the say Origin Bushfire game, where it's bruise-free footy, you're playing attacking footy, there's not much tackling, it's not a good game. It is not. No, because then you have these experts saying, where was the defence at? And the coaches will be asking that, and they might say, oh, that was a good game of footy. To you it might be, but then you'll go and pull up on what Collingwood did wrong, or what the other team did wrong, or whoever is playing, and then you try and say, well, that wasn't the best man. Fast footy is attractive footy. Well, not really. Because if you keep playing fast footy when the opposition has slowed you down and got momentum back and they've scored 4 or 5 goals out of it, you're going to have to try and stop them from getting the next goal. And that's, defence wins games of footy and so does scoring, yes. That is. But if I look at footy now, the way I look at it now, I think it's something needs to happen with so if we can stop the West Coast Eagles from scoring a goal and playing really good footy ourselves and score, then we have a chance to win. So this is an important game for us. I am looking forward to tomorrow's game as well. As much as I want to say that I hope that we do win. I did pick my boys this week. The fact is that West Coast haven't played good competition except for playing against Brandon. You play what you can in front, and sure, West Coast have a good team. They're going to come at us. I've got no doubt about that. But I've got no doubt that we will come at them. So it's an even sort of a side, even type of game to be realistically. So it might be the game of the match of the hand. The other two are showing that talent is a dangerous word, but system will beat talent any day of the week. If you play the way that you want to play and the way you've been playing, like GWS and that Tsunami, you play that slingshot footy, it should work. But Richmond's pressure showed last night that they were only off when it came to the efficiency going forward. It did cost them a couple of times in that match. And don't worry about the free kick count. Like, who cares what the free kick count is? I like when the umpires come in and say, no, there was a couple there that we did get wrong and there's probably should be more to that team. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. The media, they say, oh, we don't like it. And people, typical free kick, Collingwood, blah, blah, blah. So, mate, if you're first in for the ball like Hawthorn, that's why they're leading the free kick count, then, of course, you're going to get rewarded. But if you pay every one of them a hole in the ball, like every tackle a hole in the ball, then you're going to get the whole they're paying free kicks. You had no chance. Well, they're paying this and many free kicks a hole in the footy. And then it's just like, well, thanks to Clark, who's, well, let's be honest, AFL are scared of him. The umpires only go by on what they think. If they think he doesn't have high opportunity, if they think, no, he's got no chance again and now, of course they're going to ball it up. Now, you don't want to tire out the best players that they leave the game, a year before they have to retire. It's not going to be. No, I tell you right now, when fatigue kicks in, the disposals efficiency will drop. You don't want to tire out the best players. If the kicks that we're supposed to hit, they're making that mistake with fatigue. Now naturally, it's hard to defend with fatigue. But you cannot tell me that will make the game better. I reckon just leave it alone as it is. You know what? We all go about, why didn't you stop this and why didn't you stop that? I analyse Collingwood performance. I think if it was any other team, I might watch and I think, geez, that wasn't a good game for you. If we win by 10 goals, I'd be happy with that. We played really well. But if it's high scoring, I'm happy for the win, but then you'll be thinking, well, why did we allow a team? It was lack of defence. And the answer the commentators will be saying, the fact is that the lack of defence, fast footy is not always the best. It might work 60%, 50, 60% of the time. But it doesn't always work. So to those footy experts who say, fast footy is good footy. Not always. Sometimes you need to slow the ball down and slow the game down. So in that sense, it'd be like you can't afford that. So it's not much I can say with that. Is that, as much as I want to be perfect players, our players are going to make mistakes. Am I critical towards the coach? Like sometimes on how he coaches? Mate, you're there to coach for your job. If you're not coach for your job, if you say, we don't care how we play, we're just going to learn this, you're not going to win a premiership. Essendon tried doing that. Trying to play attacking. Did that work? No, it didn't. Why? Because their game plan does not stand up in finals. It does not stand up in grand finals. So, I think the media have to be really careful that you're there to give an opinion, yes. But high scoring is not always good. Like talent versus system. Richmond missed some opportunities in front of goal, yes. Bad kicking is bad footy, yes. Right, I've seen Collingwood in 2010 have bad kicking. And they were able to just win or we have lost in that tougher game. But the fact is, when you're playing, you want to win. Doesn't matter if you win ugly. Some of the games might be the ugliest win, and it's like, geez, we won in a scrappy contest. It might be ugly, but we'll take the win. We do. So, yeah, like it, and I don't think the umpires favour teams that often, and and sometimes the noise of the crowd can make you decide that they're going ball, so that's got to be holding the footy. The same umpire I think we stuffed up here, we're not going to pay it. So it all depends. So like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Go Pies. I'll do a reaction video as well. Maybe Monday, possibly Tuesday. Peace.